Access to safe surgery for as many children as possible. That is the vision of Operation Smile. It has performed more than 240,000 free surgical procedures since 1982. I sat down with the man behind it to find out more.
Every 3 minutes, a child is born with a cleft lip or a cleft palate. Yet it's estimated that 1/4 of the world's population lacks access to basic surgical care. That's where Operation Smile comes in. It's the largest volunteer-based medical charity of its kind. I asked co-founder and CEO Dr. Bill Magee how it all started.
It really everything started back in 1982 in the Philippines, and we went there to take care of kids, really kind of for selfish reasons. I was a young plastic surgeon. I'm still a young plastic surgeon, and I wanted to get better at taking it. My wife is a nurse. She came with me, actually our 13-year-old daughter at the time, and we saw over 250 kids get turned away. And nobody was there to take care of them, and that impacts you significantly.
A lot of kids who have cleft palates are actually ostracized, and some of them have medical issues, that is to say, eating, breathing. I mean, it's not just cosmetic.
Yeah, 1 out of every 10 children born in these countries with a cleft won't make it to their first birthday. And it's significant, and they have all sorts of malnutrition issues, they have hearing issues, they have speech issues. They're outcasts, and they're really imprisoned in their own body. It would be horrible.
You have done, with Operation Smile, 240,000 surgeries since 1982. What is the quality control like for you? How do you judge that every single doctor that is sent to these areas is ready to be there?
We have a very extensive credentialing process, not only just for the surgeons, but anesthesia, pediatricians, nursing, etc. We actually developed global standards of care and began in 2006 and brought people from 40 different countries together to develop these standards of care. Then we revisited it in 2010, then in 2014. Our safety record is better than most of the best hospitals in the United States. Going into surgery, 1 in 18,500 people in the United States will have a mortality. Operation Smile is at about 1 in 35,000 children. So we're better than the best hospitals. And I think it's because of the emphasis that we put on quality control.
What kind of feedback do you get from the doctors, the people who want to participate, who want to be on the ground?
I can guarantee you that we have never, ever twisted someone's arm to go on a trip. It has grown organically from when we went, we told our friends told their friends told their friends. That's how we have over 5,000 medical volunteers now. They come from every country. They come from every religion. And I have never, ever on a trip heard anybody talk about race, religion, or culture. Never. It is amazing.
They're just there to help the kids.
When you're there to help in a pure way, you're one. And that's what's allowed the organization to grow. It is that emotion, that passion, and that sense of responsibility that we've been blessed. We're so lucky. What can we do to do even more?
Bill, your biggest surprise personally has been what over the few decades that you've been leading this organization?
One of the things that I never really realized is how competitive the world is. And anytime you start to grow something and think outside the box and do something and take risk to get it to the next level, which you have to do if it's going to grow, if you don't want to be average, there's always going to be people that are threatened by that. And some people that are really good people but say, you're doing such great work now, why are you taking that risk? But if you don't want to take that risk, then you can't grow. And the second you stop growing, you become average. So you have no option. And I didn't realize that dynamic when we got into it because we've never thought about where we would be someday. That was never an issue. So it's been a learning experience, but it's been great. Every time anything gets tough, you get better, you get stronger, and you become more resolved in your passion for it.
By offering free surgeries in Vietnam, the organization is credited with getting American POWs home from Saigon.